haven't been streaming a lot lately, which makes this really unusual because now, like, I used to stream every day, especially when I played Call of Duty. I've played a mix of things in the last, like, couple days, including months, so it's like, it's weird to see this. It's weird for me to stream since the last stream I had was 2 days ago on Ark, which I've noticed I played a lot. So I stopped playing Ark for a little while. I have Destiny still. I'm probably going to end up playing that at some point. I'm not 100% sure on what else I'm going to do for this week. But I will say that there is some information that Jacksepticeye has, and I don't know this person, I know him, I don't know him personally. I've been watching his video. He literally was talking about how on April 7th, he wants a bunch of people to be there to help kind of make more awareness to the corona and to encourage people to stay at home inside, kind of isolate themselves for a while. So I kind of pitched in a good word. I was like, yo, I can help. I'm not gonna be able to do donations, but I can help by at least spreading awareness. So I'm hoping he gets back to that at some point. I'm sure he's busy, so I understand if he doesn't get right up to it. I'll probably send him this video at some point on Twitter and be like, hi, my name is Dragonfly. This was the person who commented on your video. I'm willing to help. Here's a video of me saying, you know, this and that about it. Besides that, I think I'm just going to play a little bit of World War II Zombies because I'm kind of bored and I'm tired. So I'm at this state of, like, I kind of just want to sit down and see how long I can go. So I'm going to be playing World War II Zombies because I have no other real reason to sit here right now. So it's like... Plus, I also really want to start using the 1911 again when it comes to actual zombies because I'm sick of using, like, the rifles and stuff. So I'm going to be using the 1911. Now, what's nice is that I'm decreased to headshot, but I'm better to body shot, as the Jupiter apparently gives it center mass, which is really unusual if you ask me, considering center mass is just chest stuff. But it increases body damage in general, like not just one, all of the body. I think what I might do, depending on the map, I'm gonna do a couple different things. So I might do a mix of, like, maybe I might do a little bit of this map, might do a little bit of this map, but I'm gonna start with the basic of basic maps because at least that one's actually good compared to Black Ops 3. If you guys have no idea what I mean, if you ever looked back to when I actually played that, when I had, like, no DLCs, or I just didn't want to do the ones with bows, what was that, the Horizon track, you'll start to realize I really hate the first map. Like, I can understand if you don't have maps, I'll maybe be tempted to do it, but other than that, I extremely hate that map. I will never play the beginning map. This is one of those maps where it's similar to, like, in Modern Warfare. I normally don't care to play hardcore. I never will play hardcore. But in the newer Call of Duty, I will absolutely play the frickin' hardcore, because at least it's good. It's not like 70. I'm gonna say on the stream either way, but last time for a while party. Also, hi, hello. Also, I'm already in a party. It's private because I'm kind of in the state of I just hate people right now. I'm gonna explain because this is gonna get taken out of context, I'm sure, eventually. I had a friend invite me, and he literally just kicked me out of the party, so I'm just kind of annoyed that people don't understand. If you invite them to a party, have intent to be with them in the party, not kick them for some unknown reason. So this person literally did that, and it kind of annoys me every time I see it, because it's like, if you're gonna invite me to a party, there better be purpose for me to be in the party. I literally joined, and he's just like, what? Or he didn't even say that. By the way, it's a younger kid, so it's like, it annoys me when people do that. I don't care if it's your friends who don't trust me. I don't care if it's you who don't trust me. If you invite me... Yeah, that's the point of a party. That's what I keep telling things. Like, anytime somebody invites me, I end up sending them an angry message saying, if you're gonna invite me to a party, you best keep me in the party. If you don't want me in a party, don't invite me. Hello, UK. Hello, Josh. How you doing? Say Joshy. I feel like saying Josh just feels weird. But that's just me. But that's just a theory. A theory. Just kidding. I hate my life sometimes. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna end up just sitting here for like an hour just doing high rounds because I have nothing better to do with my time. I literally, like, I made myself a lunch that was a breakfast at the same time. It's now 2:29. So I already ate. I'm pretty much set. I probably need to get a cup of water before I do this because I always some part way in the. Yeah, I'll invite you. I'm good. UK's playing Modern Warfare 2. Oh, that's good. That's always nice. That's always nice. Also, for those of you who are going to be wondering, I'm going to do this right away because I told some people about this on stream, but I never thoroughly explained what's going to happen. So here's what's going to happen. With the new storyline, which Nikki kind of understands what's going on, this is going to be the rules for what's going to happen. I will not provide what type of language is used. You must figure that out yourself. You must decode it by yourself. If you need correcting, that's your thing. You can comment it down below, or you can wait until the entire story comes by, and then I can make a video and kind of eventually, once I get enough comments saying, is this correct? And then you put your opinion on what the storyline in chronological order with either proper or improper spelling. I will adjust if needed. Because I kind of started doing this. I haven't started 100%. I got to get Nikki's character, and he's got to give me the storyline and everything based on that. He doesn't have to do it right now. I'm just saying he has to do it eventually. I still have to do mine, so he's got time to think about it.
I got boy and I already created the other two characters. Just their look, not even like.
Okay, well I still need to do a lot of stuff.
I figured out the name for my dude now.
Okay, well don't do it right now. Don't tell me since I'm streaming.
Yeah, I know.
Hey Rose, UK said hey as well. That was for you, Nikki.
I know.
You heard?
Also, hi. Yes. Also, and.
Oh.
But hi, UK.
I like how your mic like cut out halfway through that sentence.
I'm using the VR, so it's not great.
No wonder.
I'm trying to figure out what to play for a VR game.
I mean,
no, not Resident Evil.
I wasn't gonna suggest that.
Okay.
God, now that you say it, I kind of want to suggest it.
I could do Skyrim.
I mean, that might be a fun idea.
Just
anyway,
start putting everything to fire.
I am a pyromaniac. Sets house on fire.
I don't even know how you do the shower in Skyrim. I don't even know how you
Full through the? I don't know, man. It's full through the.
It's draconic, I know that much.
Anyway, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Shouts, though. That's
well, yeah, one of the main ones though is literally full through the.
Yeah. Alright, continue.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do zombies, and if I get bored of zombies, I'm gonna go back to multiplayer, and then if I get bored of multiplayer, back to zombies, of course. So.
I come hang out with
Nikki. Nikki, I already started my stream. I'm not ending it just to go to you.
And then like after you get bored of multiplayer.
No. If I get bored of Nikki. Shut up.
What?
Read me all you want. By the way, I will say right now, 70% of the time, we're not actually fighting. I have to sometimes clarify this because there are some people who still think we fight. Like, actually, like, Nikki and I at random points will be like, you know what? Alrighty then. And everyone freaks out because they think it's a fight or something. Or we have our occasional debates.
I could do Blood and Truth and maybe Resident Evil.
Go ahead. Do what you feel like, man. Go practice pool. Go practice breaking. Of course you are. Of course you're lazy. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm not really ready because the majority of these games I need to be active.
Yeah, so why are you being lazy if you're going to be active anyway? By the way, perfect example of what that is. That really was a perfect example. So good job, Nikki, for giving us an example, huh?
About what?
I don't know. Us being dumb. I don't know. I'm too tired. Honestly, at this point, I'm getting to that point of the day where I'm like becoming sluggish.
There's a Mario like VR thing basically. Or at least the closest thing to Mario.
Would you be surprised if I said I know?
It's called Astrobot.
Astrobot. Why do I feel like that's in space?
Yes.
So it's not Mario, it's Odyssey. Which is a Mario game, but it's not Mario. Like, everyone knows Mario.
Well, it's like kind of like Mario, but it's not really like Mario. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. Midget! I'm just kidding.
I need more VR games.
And you need more normal. You need to get your freaking storage back first.
More VR games.
Do you have storage for it?
Depends on the VR game.
You said you need more VR games, so you want more than one.
Oh, two small games is fine.
I doubt there are small games if it's VR.
Yeah, there is actually. Resident Evil is pretty small. It's like.
Isn't it like a demo though?
No, it's a full game.
It's really jealous.
Resident Evil 7. Yeah.
7. Oh god. Now I'm gonna say this right now. I've never once played a Resident Evil game. I've seen the gameplays of it, and I really want to play it.
For Resident Evil VR, though, you use the VR and the normal controller. You don't use the motion one.
So you're using your controller. So what I'm hearing is literally I can buy just the headset and get Resident Evil.
Well, there's a pack with one where it comes with Resident Evil and Skyrim, which is what I got, and then a few other games like Golf, VR Worlds, the Astrobot thing that I was talking about, which also takes a controller.
That makes sense.
So to be honest, the only one that you really need controller with is actually no.
Like Beat Sabers and no, Beat Saber requires the motion.
Oh yeah, that's all it is. Cause like
you have to smack blocks.
Actually, how much?
So it's like $10, and then depending on which kind of packs you get, an extra 5.
It was 30 last time I checked.
It says it does better damage. It literally says center mass.
Buddy.
It still takes 5 shots.
Then again, it was like 50% off. So.
I mean, everything's 50% off.
Well, not 50%, up to 50%.
So it's mixed opinions. So it's anything up to 50. So literally, I can get a half-off game if I wanted to. By the way, I'm not gonna be able to get any games for a while, guys. We literally have had our own problems. Stores are even having problems, so I don't think I want to go to a store anytime soon. Like, I think the next time I go to a store is literally to just go get some bagels.
You can, for like Best Buy and all that, you can or you can like call the place and then order what you want to get. And
But then you still have to go to the store. That's what you could do that with Walmart too, and GameStop, and you can do that with those too. I live closer to a Walmart than I do a Best Buy.
I like Best Buy though. It's better.
Best Buy has a lot more electronics, but just like every other thing, they overprice like crazy because it's the newest.
Pretty cheap for me.
Well, again, we have that difference, Nikki, and maybe your Best Buy somehow has a higher demand than mine. By the way, if you guys don't know, that's essentially the concept. Some games are cheap in some countries, some aren't, but it also depends.
I want to get the Panic at the Disco Beat Saber thing.
I think we did talk about actually wanting to get Beat Saber. I really want to get Beat Saber.
What you mean, boy?
Like right now? You're getting it right now,
No, I'm eventually gonna get it. It's still $30. So.
Good point.
There's a Timberland.
Timberland?
There's a Imagine Dragons music pack.
Nah, I'd love that. Now, what songs come with it?
Rock breaking, pop and rock, blah blah blah, and then like hits like Radioactive, Thunder, Believer, and then probably a few others. I don't know.
Okay, I would be okay with like 70% of those songs.
Well, what's in this Panic at the Disco?
I feel like Emperor's New Clothes would definitely be in there.
For sure gonna be in there. There's a Rocket League one.
There's a Rocket League? Yo. Okay, so legitimately, I was just playing Rocket League not too long ago. I got invited to a game session. I didn't know any of these people, mind you.
So the music packs come with like I guess like it gives you a music pack of it. There's another Imagine Dragons, so there's multiple music packs, I'm guessing, for each album.
I think so. I think it's per album that they have those.
Or they might mix it up a bit. But there is another Imagine Dragon. This is not like a full song, but it's whatever it takes. It's just.
I love that song. I don't know why. Recently,
it's
I've been to like that
$2.
one and Theory of a Dead Man.
Here's the wait. What's this other one say?
Oh, so I'm gonna quickly tell a story real quick. So feel free to do that, because you interrupted me while I was like mid-story. So I was playing Rocket League. I get invited to a game party, and there were just these bunch of random people. I don't know any of these people as far as I know. Or at least they don't look familiar, sound familiar. Which, by the way, I didn't hear them, so definitely didn't sound familiar. And so I'm playing with these guys, and they're like, they invite me to a trade. They asked me to show everything I have. I have like literally nothing, because the last time I played Rocket League was like, I think a couple of years, like a year and a half ago, probably about 2 years.
I used to be into Rocket League and all the trading stuff.
Yeah, so that's what. So he invited me to a trade, and I told him I just got back into this game. I have like no good things, and he was nice enough to literally just be like, "Yo, I got you, fam. Just give me everything besides the blueprints." And by the way, it's mostly gray and like maybe 1 gold. This person gave me more than I thought he would. He gave me a car skin, like an actual car, like a car body. He gave me like 2 sets of tires, a trail. Oh, no, he didn't get the trail, but there was a Beat Saber trail for free right now, so keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, I accidentally screwed myself there by accidentally pushing my PS button. And he gave me a bunch of other stuff.
The game. That was the only time I ever got scammed ever.
I didn't get scammed. He gave me a lot of really good stuff. He gave me 2 sets of tires, like gold stuff.
What I'm saying is that was the first time that game was the first game that I ever got scammed on, and I've been scammed ever since.
Yeah, okay, so fun fact, literally before I left, like, let me finish the story and I'll tell you this at the end, but essentially he was like, just give me everything but the blueprints and I'll give you better gear. He gave me 2 sets of tires, a car, like a little car frame, on top of the ones that I already have, including the Flash and even Sweet Tooth from like, what was that game called? Oh god, I can't remember, and I used to play it all the time.
The van, the Sweet Tooth van?
Yeah, the Sweet Tooth van from, what was that, Full Metal?
I have it.
What was that called, Full Metal?
No.
Twisted Metal, that's it, Twisted Metal. Why couldn't I remember that? I literally played that. That was like my childhood thing. Oh my god. And you know what's funny is that Sweet Tooth was my like all-time favorite character. Anytime I played that, even if I was hot garbage, I actually used that character. That was the one character I always used. Anyway, so he gave me a bunch of this stuff. He even gave me like when you strike a goal, you get like this special effect with it and everything. So I legitimately just he gave me all this stuff, and before I left, he was like, alright, don't trade with anybody else, because usually they scam you, like, hardcore, just rip you off. And I, of course, said thank you for everything, so don't worry, guys, I'm not a jerk. I do say thank you. It just depends on if you were mean or not. No, he was pretty polite, though. He was good about it. But, he gave me a bunch of stuff, and then he was just like, be careful of scammers, don't trade with anybody else, because they will scam you. I just thanked him, and it was a good exchange. After that, I kind of left, and I immediately started getting wins like crazy. So, even though I haven't played this game in a while, it's going to take me some time to get used to it, so before I ever do stream on it, I'm going to need to get used to it again. But besides that, there's really nothing bad to say about my experience so far. But I will say that I haven't played this game in a long time, so if you wanted me to start streaming, it's going to be a while, because I got to reintroduce myself to the game a little bit, I guess, would be the correct term. Which is what I'm going to do for the next, maybe, couple nights. But other than that, my dad's pretty much been turning off the internet every night, essentially. So I really haven't been streaming, just because I really have been asleep most days. Like, you guys are probably wondering, Jake, how much do you sleep? Literally last night, I went to bed at about 2:30, which was the first time I got about a full night's sleep. I still woke up at like 6 because one of my dumb cats decided, let me just knock a cup of water onto your head. And I got really annoyed. I ended up throwing him out. I actually ended up laying in my bed there for like 10 minutes, like trying to fall back asleep, and I just kind of gave up because it was just that cold spot. So I literally had to like take off my shirt. because I was sleeping in like full attire too, so I felt really good. And I actually ended up listening to like storm noises instead of like, normally I listen to like music, like different types of music. Because you guys have heard that lo-fi stuff, I used to use that as like sleeping music. And then I just started kind of like, you know what, let me just use this for streaming. So I ended up streaming a lot with that music as well. Of course with proper crediting and everything. But no matter what, I still love the idea of those kind of songs. It's just like I don't use them for what I used to use them for. Also, apparently, so Nikki, I'm gonna tell you this right now since this will help us both in the future. So you know how my dad owns a Mosin, right? I think he's AFK though. But I'm gonna tell my stream this since I actually have the time. I didn't know this for the longest time, but Mosin Nagants are extremely cheap apparently. So I think, Nikki, are you back?
I've always been here.
Well, you didn't say anything. Your mic has been muted, so I've been sitting here like, Nikki's AFK because he's not answering me. I was trying to tell you, we could get a Mosin Nagant for really cheap. It's like my dad got it for like I think it was around $100 or something like a couple $100. Super cheap.
I make that in 3 months. Well, actually 2 basically.
Yeah, so you could buy a Mosin Nagant, and it's also really cheap to shoot 762 by 30 actually. It's just like you have to have a consistent amount of money in order like to keep yourself with.
I'm just sitting here. Looking at games.
And I'm talking about a Mosin Nagant. I don't know. Get your storage back first.
What should I do?
You can go play Call of Duty, GTA, get yourself some money.
I don't have Call of Duty, and I'm gonna do.
I was about to say, you just told me you did.
I'm gonna sleep on my chair.
Okay. Could you at least tune in?
No. Imagine I just sleep.
If you actually manage to fall asleep in your chair, I will be impressed. Because I can't fall asleep on a couch because I'm a tall person. Like, literally, both our couches are probably smaller than 6 foot because I can't fit fully on it.
I mean, that's a thing. People sleep in VR.
I know, I've seen that.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I forgot I was gonna do Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
Do Skyrim. Should
Might
I
as
stream?
well.
Yeah,
Might as well. Might as well.
Oh.
Anyway, but,
Gotta go to broadcast.
so I think 70% of what else I'm gonna do today, I probably will play Black Ops 3 eventually. Not right now, but I think eventually I'm gonna start playing it.
I'm joking.
Nikki, shut up, alright? I have other things I want to do. Not 4 games because somebody's storage broke.
What 4 games? I have more than 4 games actually.
Sarcasm, Nikki. Ever heard of it?
Yes, actually, I'm a big
Good! This is where I'm gonna say, that's a better example. We're not actually fighting. Don't think we're all Brawlhalla over here, because Brawlhalla sucks. We don't suck. We're awesome. I mean, maybe we are. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think of us. You tell us that one. Totally not actually wanting to punch you in the face right now. Slowly looks over with an evil eye.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Like I said, guys, pretty much everything we do on our channels, including just in our basic time together in a day, we legitimately don't. We're never serious. Never. Well, sometimes we're serious. It depends on what we're doing though. So like, if we were
him, not me.
in a heist, you are. You can't say I'm wrong about that when we both know that's true.
I'm serious in a heist.
You're serious enough to deal with it. Like, even in a heist, we make an occasional joke, but we're taking it seriously. If you intentionally screw us up, you best be willing to pay a lot, because I end up paying a lot more for that heist than you do for a car.
Skyrim is spelled S-K-Y-R-I-M.
Skyrim, literally as you said it. Sky and then a rim.
Just making sure.
Well, you know what? Okay then.
I put Blade Dragon by -134 because technically you're here with me.
I didn't know you were gonna be with me, otherwise I would have put you in the title.
No, I'll do it.
Yeah,
You're
so it's
mine now.
kind of too late now, but I'm in yours, so it works.
Hello everyone, my name is Rose, and as you can see, I'm in
Duck!
beauty in VR. This is actually my first video in VR. This is actually one of the surprises that I've been
Nope.
holding out on you guys.
No, you did
Yeah,
one.
this is my first video.
Resident Evil.
This is my first.
Resident Evil.
Did I do a video on Resident Evil?
Yeah, you were trying to get us to scream, but you never did.
Ah, yes. Well, this is one with actual motion controllers.
This
So
is
it's
one
like
where
the
it actually has a VR. It's not like a
full-
half done.
Here, I will stand to prove it.
I will
yeah.
stand. That doesn't help.
Like,
Nikki.
here's the controllers and stuff, etc.
I mean, technically, Rec Room, you use your hands.
That's true. Well, then, like my first video actually using these motion controllers, so that's what I'm talking about.
I thought you've done it on. I think you've done a stream on VR. I can't, or pretty much our
Rec
form
Room?
of VR chat. Yeah, on Rec Room. God, why can't
I
I?
don't think so.
I think you have. I might have to check your. You might have to check your channel later for that one. But
Let's. Should I continue or start anew?
start a new one.
Yeah. Alright,
It
start
makes
a
it
new
more
game.
interesting
Yes.
since that way you're not starting from literal like progress that you've already done.
Aldwin.
Aldurin?
No, Aldwin.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm gonna finish explaining the rules. If you're if you want, you could advertise what we're gonna do on your channel as well.
Wait, what did we do?
The thingy with the story.
Ah, yes. Good point. You know what? I like actually doing VR with it because like it makes me express. Like
I
can
mean,
actually
you
move my
express yourself
hands.
often, just not like that.
No, but I can actually move my hands and point and stuff.
You could actually show that.
Yes, I can be like, hey, you that not you.
Hey,
No,
you there! Die!
only
Hello,
the
Joshy. Welcome back.
Only the older schools was on VR.
Which one? The Elder Scrolls Online? Because, yo, I'd be playing with you. You just don't
Yeah,
need the
I
VR.
know.
You just need to have the Elder Scrolls Online. And I'll be like, yo, I got you, fam.
No, I want the VR, so then like I can just like I can just point at you and be like, boy.
Boy, listen here, boy.
Once
If you guys don't get that, you have to play the new God of War, or at least see.
Shh. What are you speaking? Wait. What in the world are you teleported?
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Long boy.
This thief or that thief? This thief. Gotcha.
That thief.
This thief. This
Their
thief. Right
thief.
here. You should see mission. This is funny.
I mean, I would, but I'm kind of zombieing right now.
Ah,
Nikki, I'm being attacked from every direction. I can't.
stop talking.
Fine.
Not you. I'm talking to the thief.
Shut up, you thief.
I might need a. I can't. Oh, Alpha External. Oh, the high. Wait, if he's the king, why is he here, man? You gotta explain some stuff to me.
Hey, just because is he in prison or something?
No, because like he's a prisoner on this thing, or like whatever this is. And,
Look
like,
at King Louis. That's a
he's
perfect
the high
example
king.
of what
He's
that
a-
means.
He's the high king, but I guess he's a good king. I don't know.
You know, you want a good list on what that is? Look at Assassin's Creed King Louis, or just in general King Louis.
What is Skyrim like in the Elder Scrolls series? What is it? Is it like
What do you mean, Skyrim in general?
No, because Skyrim is part of the Elder Scrolls series.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
Isn't Skyrim like the first game though? Like it goes Skyrim,
No.
then Elder Scrolls? Okay, I don't know that one. You're asking the wrong person. If anything, Dova would know that one. Which, by the way, guys, I haven't really talked to most of my friends. I've been kind of distant from people lately. There are maybe like 4 people I ever talk to on a full daily basis, which is like Nikki. Recently, it's been like Diesel and one of our other buddies, which has been some of the other people who've introduced.
It's the fifth game in the series.
Is it really? Skyrim's only the 5th game? I'm so confused. It's like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. It's like Elder Scrolls Online, and it's like, yo, okay, now listen here. If you're gonna start a Skyrim series and only call it Skyrim, you might as well start with Skyrim.
Skyrim is part of the Elder Scrolls series.
Okay, well.
Now the voices are more audible. This is nice.
But I will say though, ladies and gents, I still try and talk to other people. There are some people I just don't stand, like a lot of my younger friends I haven't really talked to often. No, I could stand
Me.
No, you may be younger, but you're not like Squeaker.
True.
I'm talking like Squeaker young.
12.
Yeah, like 12 and below. How am I?
What the
I'm
fuck is 12?
tired. If you were 12, I'm sorry. You're no longer. I'm just kidding. I'm good. I'm tired. I'm still trying to get back into the daytime life because I've legitimately been up for 2 nights in a row, which you can ask Nikki if you want verification from this.
I'm getting chills on my arms and legs.
Is it because it's cold?
Maybe.
I mean, it has been cold lately. That's a panzer!
It's the apocalypse.
I mean, actually, yeah. I'm okay with it. As long as I'm not being murdered a violent, horrible death like I would in the zombie apocalypse. Actually, I probably have a less chance of dying than most people. They may be audibly prepared, but I know where to go. It's like rabies. Okay, see ya.
I thought those were baby heads, my dude.
What are you doing? You sure you're playing Skyrim? Because last time I remember playing Skyrim, there were no dead babies involved.
Alright, I'm at the point where they're about to execute you.
Oh, pre-execution dates. Kill the Panzer!
No, like they just call your name. This is where I get to create the character. My character.
This is where you get to customize yourself for once in a game.
What should I make myself?
I don't know. What do you have option on species?
Yeah, obviously.
What can you be?
1 second, I'm not there yet.
Make him look like you.
What?
Make him look like you.
Like me? In real life, me?
Psycho. Well, I mean, you could do you too. I mean, that would be an interesting thing. That people could get a basic idea of what you look like.
Me? You're looking at me? Oh.
I always look at you, especially when we call, unless it's really late at night.
Alright, here's what we got. We got Nord, which is just a normal human.
That's Viking.
We got Kyat, which is a cat, obviously. We have
Okay, so Avatar.
Then we have an Imperial, which is not a human-looking person. We got the High Elf, we got the Dark Elf, we got the Breton, which is not a human, I'm assuming. We got the Lizard people, my dudes.
I like the dark elf, and personally I will always choose the dark elf, but the lizard people, those are fun too.
I can be the younger, I can be the third cousin of Aldwin.
You know what? Make your new character.
I don't think I can do that in this game, man.
No, get a basic idea. The shadow one, dark elf.
How am I gonna do that?
I don't know, but just make it like a decent representation, but one that won't give it away. Cause we don't want 100% accuracy. We both know that. By the way, I'm not gonna say much about the storyline. I'll maybe give a couple hints within a stream, but I'm not gonna.
I will try to make it, cause what he wears is something completely different than this one. So.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying. Make like if that time had your character, do that. By the way, we're each making like 3 characters. He never specified what the other 2 are. So for all you know, there is a shadow and there isn't a shadow. I might even be trolling you guys right now. Maybe I'm joking.
Yeah, I figured. Oh yeah, wait, I said that already. No. Skill become. Okay, wait. Natives of Cedrolia, this is Imperial. They prove to be shred diplomats and traders. They are skilled with combat and magic. Anywhere gold coins might be found, Imperials always seem to find a few more.
So essentially, they're good at looting. They're good for combat, and they're
magic.
mischievous per se. Would be a better way.
The Breton. In addition to their quick and perceptive perspective grasp of spellcraft, and even the humblest of high rocks Bretons can boost our resistance to magic. Bretons can call upon the dragonskin power to absorb spells.
That's interesting.
Where's the other one? The other human-looking boy. Okay, the red guard, I guess.
Okay.
The most naturally talented warriors in Tamriel. The red guards of
Tamriel.
Hammerfell.
So we must go to Tamriel.
Wait, who just said my name? Who are you? Hi, UK. Hi, UK.
Oh, UK joined your channel?
Yeah.
Hey, baby doll.
Resistance to poison. They can call upon an adrenaline rush in combat.
Okay, so they're able to be immune to pain for a certain amount of time. Because that's what adrenaline does. You're immune to pain, essentially. Literally, I don't know if anyone knows this, but when your heart beats faster, you give off an adrenaline. Okay. So for any of my younger viewers.
The Nord, citizens of Skyrim, they are tall and fair-haired people. Strong and hardy, Nords are famous for their resistance to cold and talent as warriors. They can use a battle cry to make opponents flee.
Okay, so you could just scare the crap out of people and you're tall. Now, I know you're not tall in real life, so don't do that one.
Wait, what did you say? Just playing MW2 Remastered. Oh, just playing MW2. Nice, man. Nice. Are you enjoying yourself on there? I haven't played that game in a while, so I wouldn't have no idea.
I haven't played MW2 in forever anyway. Also, when did they remaster Modern Warfare 2? I'm happy. Is the intervention there, or am I being lied to?
Should we look at the Dark Elf one?
Yeah, look at the Dark Elf.
Alright. Also known as the Dunmares and their homeland of Morrowind. Dark Elves are noted for their stealth and magic skills. They are naturally resistant to fire and... Oh, he's streaming right now.
Yeah.
And can call upon their ancestors' wrath to surround themselves in fire.
You know, that actually sounds like a really good idea, considering your character is like mostly, from what I can tell, stealthy, but he's also immune to fire.
Right. Let's look at these. My boy, the lizard people. Alright. The reptilian race, well suited for the treacherous swamp of their black marsh homeland, has developed a natural resistance to diseases and the ability to breathe underwater. They can, upon the high skin to to regenerate health very quickly. So they're good in water, they can breathe underwater, they don't get disease, and they can heal very rapidly.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea too.
Alright, here's the thing. I'm just pacing back and forth in Skyrim, and you should really see this because I'm actually enjoying myself right now. Alright, I can either make my dude, or I can just go ahead and make the cousin of Alduin.
I think you should just make the dude for now. Maybe.
Might as well.
I say go for either the Dark Elf or the Reptilian.
For my dude?
Yeah, for you, dude. Because they both sound like they have really good traits. Plus, you're naturally immune to fire, which we both know eventually going to be introduced to enemies that just start using fire. So as a quick oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, you can continue.
Okay. As a quick informational palette on my behalf, I haven't been streaming often. I might have already said this a bunch, but I haven't been streaming often. I've been kind of avoiding a lot of different things because Corona. It doesn't really help because my mom is like all the way in South Dakota, and I've been really concerned about her considering she has to reintroduce herself into medication because of everything else. That's good. Also, you got a sub from Joshy.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Joshy.
But essentially what I'm going to be doing eventually is, hopefully sometime this year, they'll have a house. Either that or next year. But they were talking with, my mom was talking with me every here and there. We were talking not too long ago. And they said that they got a house, they got a loan for the house. She's going to try and send pictures when she can. that it's a really good spot. It has a decent yard and everything. I got excited because, you know, South Dakota, house, yard, something I don't have here. I mean, the closest thing I have to a yard near my home is literally a little dirt track behind a bunch of other houses. So literally I have like no way to thoroughly go about it, but we hopefully we'll have a house sometime. I'll try and see what I can do during that time period. But oh my god, it's gonna be emotional when I go and see my mom, because we haven't seen each other in a couple months, like probably around 4 or 5 months, because the last time I saw her, she was packing up her stuff to leave Ellicott. Which, if you guys remember, those of you who've been around a little bit longer, I used to live in Ellicott, which was a part around in Colorado. But I don't of course I don't anymore. But, in the case being, I really have been missing my mom, so I've been way more emotional than normal, so that's also another reason why I've been not streaming as much. I'm technically in that stage of, I'm gonna stop. Like, this has happened before on my channel, especially. I think Nikki was there when that happened. But, when I stopped, like, streaming for a couple months or something like that.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Huh? Yeah, I still played, of course, but I wasn't, like, streaming, and I wasn't, like, consistently myself. I'm enough to do streams, but not always, so I'm kind of in that state of, I'm myself, but I'm not myself kind of area. So, it's just because, I think it's because it's a mix of the separation from my mom, which is, that was pretty weird. It's like, I'm okay with it because I understand what's going down, but now that I know that the doctors over there think she could be making all this stuff up, which I have her back scans, and I'm not going to show those, but I have her spinal scans, and she's jacked up as far as I know. And she even told me, her scans, even the doctors told her, you need to be on morphine. And they did give her morphine, of course, but not like the stuff you find in the hospital. But
yeah. Just as a question, UK's doing the campaign apparently. He loves it. He just commented.
Nice. Okay, so hang on. Is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered the newest one? The newest Call of Duty?
Or is it like an old remaster?
Or is it like an old remaster? Because if it's the old remastered, where do I buy it? First, and second, where did you find it? Because I'm concerned on where you found this, because I can't find any of those at all. If they remaster Modern Warfare 2, I don't care about anything else. I'm getting that before I buy it myself, like anything. Like if I'm gonna buy a game, I'm buying that. Frickin' fight me, John. I know there's nobody on my channel named John, but fight me. I'm gonna name one of you John just to make that joke work. By the way, that was a joke in itself. I'm not actually gonna name any of you John. Unless your name is actually John, then I'm gonna yell at you. F you, John. I'm just kidding, I'm not. I ain't got that kind of time to do that. Besides that, I think,
okay, he said, it's just called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Campaign, no multiplayer.
Okay, so it's the new Call of Duty.
I mean, Jacob, you're trying to figure out where to get this.
I'm scared now because it's like, did they really remaster Modern Warfare 2? Because I absolutely loved that one. By the way, if people are wondering if that was the first Call of Duty I played, no, it wasn't. Like, it was the first one that I think I thoroughly owned, that I actually bought. Not, you know, I played and someone else owned it in my household. It's the first one I actually owned. But if we're gonna consider, you know, that perspective of did I have any other Call of Duties? Yes, I did. I had Ghost, which is why I got into Ghost really good. Black Ops 1, 2, I think we had 2. If we didn't, we had a couple other ones. We had Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, which I loved as well. And a bunch of other ones. But we had a bunch of different Call of Duty games when I was, you know, growing up at that household.
You can decide here. I finished making it. It's not resemblance in my character, but still pretty good looking. I think you would like it. So if you don't mind, can you please check it out.
Not right now. I have a flamboyant boy. I can't really.
Yes, you can.
Nikki, there is a flamboyant boy.
He's streaming right now. That's what he just said.
Oh god, I got stuck. Where am I? Oh god.
He says he's streaming. Oh. I'm gonna say this is good enough. UK, type in the chat if you can. If you think this is well done enough. He's a beaut.
I mean, he can type on your channel. He can't mind because someone was a dunce.
So this communication here is through Joshi, Ali, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was
That
Ellie.
was her name. Alright, Ali and me. That's his form of communication to you. And also whenever you two are in the party. He said it's good. Alright, thank you. Also, I need to fix this headset. There are a few problems in VR.
The very few problems, the headsets frickin' fall off.
Alright, finish and name your character. Okay.
This is Jonathan.
What should I call? What should I name?
What shall you be called, sir?
No one's gonna understand why I'm about to do this, but Jake, you're gonna, if you ever end up looking at this, you'll understand why.
Oh god. If you guys notice, I actually managed to memorize how much it is because you get like 109 ammunition when you're dual wielding 1911s, but when you reload, it's gonna be an uneven amount of ammunition. I managed to memorize it, so it should be 6 and 5 is what you should have. So, for those of you who have that that amount of ammunition with a pack 1911 on this version of Call of Duty Zombies, make sure to remember that. When you're dual wielding, it'll have an uneven amount of ammunition, which is why I usually try and fix it, because that way I don't get that OCD feel. And if you guys don't know this, I actually am a little bit OCD. I'm not diagnosed with it, but I have a little bit of that OCD complexity, where it's like,
gave it to me.
and I gave it to Nikki, so it's contagious. OCD can be contagious, dudes.
Now I made my friend a little bit.
I don't know why. We're like, when it comes to making each other OCD, we're really good at it. Making each other angry, that's rare.
As we get a big discussion about something really dumb.
I mean, we rarely do that though. That's one thing that, like, if we get into something dumb, it's like maybe the dumber things, like nothing super bad. Also, Nikki, I like how you're texting me.
I know.
Oh. Nice.
Alright, you're gonna get one last one. There you go.
That's a really good name, actually.
I know, right?
Like,
and
I'm impressed you came up with that.
and then just to make it even better, I searched the descriptions for him. So.
Nice. Okay. By the way, we're talking about his actual character. He was sending me pictures and telling me, like, showing me what it was named. That is a really creative name, though.
Yeah. And it means what his first name is what's it called? Yes, I do want to say it again. I would love to say it. I would love to say it.
What would you love to say?
No, I said I would love to save my game.
Ah, yes. What up, Venom? Long time never see.
Hey, this is the last text. From now on, it's just gonna be mostly I think talking.
Well, let's see about that. It just depends. I never understood why people do this. It doesn't really help you. It just spams bullets in every direction. Just like hip firing does. Your bullets go anywhere, so does doing this. This doesn't help. By the way, yes, I am pushing the ADS button. I'm just like, I like how I'm using my little path stand just to read your text. Cause it's like, I can't...
Are you supposed to cinnamon? Like a
C-I-N-N...
No, like S-Y and then...
Oh, synonym? Like the synonym? Yeah. Oh, S-Y... and M.
S-Y-M-O-N-M?
I think so.
I don't know, it corrected itself.
I can't spell. I don't know why you're asking me. Fight the boss next round so you can do the Easter egg. Screw Easter eggs. Of all people, everybody on my channel, I'm not usually up for Easter eggs. You can ask me to do it. I'm not doing that by myself. Good freaking luck getting me to do that. You better be paying me. Which, by the way, also, Venom, you still owe me money for that siege day.
And that text, that kind of explains the lesson a little bit more. So, look at that when you need. Oh, I have my hands now! I have my hands! My beautiful, beautiful hands!
Okay. I gave you like. Thank you, Joshy. What if I gave you $99,990? Wait. $99,999. Yeah, okay, I was going to make sure I said that. Also, Nikki, I'm going to use that as a little... I'm going to use that to my advantage, so I saved it into the chat.
What, the descriptions and stuff?
No, just the stuff that you sent me about your character. I really want to use that in Skyrim. Anyway, so if you did give me that amount of money, I'd do every Easter egg on every map that I own, even if I have not a clue how to do it and I'm by myself.
Okay, 2 quick things before you continue, Jake. UK said if he wants Ww2, he can only get it from the PS Store. And Joshy, thank you for the like one.
You're gonna eat my dogs? Now, here's the thing. If you eat my dogs, I eat your soul.
Or his wyverns.
Oh yeah, I can eat your wyverns too.
No, if he eats your wyverns.
Oh, don't touch my wyverns. I'll freaking break your arm. I'll break your freaking neck.
Don't touch his lightning wyvern name, something I cannot even pronounce.
I couldn't pronounce it either, honestly. All I know is it's either a god or goddess. It looks like the name of a goddess, though.
That's a head. That is very much a head.
That is very much a decapitated person. Oh, so for those of you wondering if I'm ever gonna do, like, donations, because I have had people to me, I'm fracking working it out, alright? I need to get a bank account.
My nails are black.
I like that. That's not a wyvern. Wyverns are dragons, or a type of dragons, not a flying snake wolf boy.
They are part of the species of dragon.
They're part of the family of dragons. They're part of the family of categories. His name is... Is that what we call a dog?
Aldwin. Aldwin.
Aldwin. By the way, I'm gonna quickly...
he is terrifying.
I'm gonna quickly say, with the new storyline, there's gonna be a couple new changes, so we might even make roleplays eventually about this. Not right now, of course, but we might. Because I think the idea of it is really interesting, but they're not, like I said, everything's not gonna be in chronological order, intentionally.
It's also not super... What's the word?
It's not what? Distorted? Is that what you said?
No, it's not as complicated as William and Jake.
Yeah, our actual characters are really complicated. This isn't as complicated, like we're just giving small details now because you're gonna want to be aware of this sooner or later.
And then later on we can get slightly complicated. Slightly.
Yeah, later on I think we're gonna get more complicated, but for right now we literally are like, we're cutting off at like 3 characters.
I know the first name from my second character. I know the first name.
Well, you're gonna have to you have to text me your information because I don't want that being let that out. But besides that,
you're making me jump off a roof, man. That's not fair.
Hey, it's Assassin's Creed in VR. You might as well. It's the closest thing you're gonna do than real life.
Hey, you wanna give me a sword? You wanna give me a sword?
You actually want to give me something to fight with?
I am his brother. Well, at least I think I am. Hi, brother. Alright.
Hello, brother. Oh god, I had an itch in my eye. Oh god,
Wait,
it was so bad I actually had to pause.
Just like, oh yeah, I remember. Like we were doing the undertale stuff.
Oh god.
You were Papyrus, I was Sam.
If you guys are wondering what the heck we're talking about, so Nikki started playing Undertale on his PC. He'd called me because I know how to do voices, and he legitimately let me play he let me voice every other character but Sans, because I mean he's the closest thing to Sans I know, except for drinking ketchup like it's beer. Like we ended up, what was it? Vines! Come on, Vines!
That is my personal meme though.
That is like our personal group meme there. Feel free to make an actual meme based on it though, please.
Just do.
Doing it for the Vines, just like it just shows.
What did I name the boyo?
The ungendered child.
Yes.
I can't remember.
Everyone calls it what was the original name for slash him?
Oh, I know.
But you know what I mean.
Can I have a shout out, please? Sure, shout out to the boyo who hasn't played Shadow of the Colossus.
He doesn't deserve it.
I know, that's why I didn't say his name. I just said the boyo who hasn't played Shadow of the Colossus and doesn't like it.
Well, you know, I mean...
That's what I said. He just said it's just a little bit of a slow game for me. Not if you're actually smart.
Let me just say this. I understand a little bit, like, with some of the... But still. Also, there is the most... You all know the most peaceful Colossus in the game?
What is it?
We haven't got into it yet. It's like the 14th or 15th Colossus. It's like basically a giant sand leviathan, and it comes out, and it's so majestic.
That would be a sand snake, Nikki.
No, but like it literally flies though.
Well, I mean, technically sand snakes can fly. Maybe it's a sand dragon. Entirely possible. Entirely possible. No, I'm the one in the water. Wait, it's the one in the water like that looks... Oh yeah, that's right. Well, no, technically that one isn't super docile.
No, the one in the lake, that's not the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is literally like the 15th or like 14th Colossus.
No, I was referring... No, freaking MLG, aka Venom. I'm pretty sure it's Venom.
MLG dog?
MLG dog. All caps MLG. Andy.
No, Venom's watchdog.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I forgot who MLG is then. Oh God.
Sorry, LMG. That's what you're being called now.
Modded.
How in the world did I go crouch? How did I go not unprone?
I don't know, man. No, it's like... Oh, that's right. My big dumb brain told me that you were Venom.
There you go. I have an axe, and I think you would absolutely love it.
Is it like the etched axes? Because I really love etched stuff like that.
It's not etched, but it's like a lovely axe.
Okay.
Your stamina is low, which may prevent you from sprinting or using power attack.
Wow, I never knew if I ran out of breath and stamina, I wouldn't be able to run.
Drink a potion or wait for it to recover.
You realize Venom's a dude, right?
I need to go get something.
I understand he likes guys. Venom, if you see this video, I'm so sorry. Anyone who knows my humor understands. I know. Trust me, I just did him a dirty. But this is the SDK, which is like the quietest gun you can get in this game, as far as I know. Like even the D. Lucille doesn't match up to this thing. That thing is quieter than the D. Lucille.
Boy, you wanna mess with my boy? You're gonna.
Boy.
I'm too aggressive in this.
I mean, I don't doubt that. I think Skyrim is the game of aggression.
You know what I'm doing right now?
What?
I'm doing, you know, like with the stone hatchet, like when you kill him, you continuously hit the body.
No.
That's you don't know. Wait, how do you not know that? Like when you like continuously hit the body.
You mean like chopping it up?
Yeah, like where he just continuously just continues hitting it and like while it's down. I'm not going crazy here.
I actually have no idea what you're saying.
Like in GTA when you get the stone hatchet out.
Oh, when you're like,
like
you mean when you're just consistently smacking the body because it's
yeah,
still locked onto a dead person?
Yeah, where you're just happy and you're just like hitting the body over and over.
You're just sitting there doing that the entire time.
That's what I'm doing.
You just sit there.
Jay, this might make you sad, but I am more of a swordsman, not an axe person.
I don't blame you. Now my question is, what kind of swords?
It's an imperial sword.
That doesn't help me.
So,
long swords, like okay, so I know what that one is. And that's what I was trying to ask. I was like, okay, Nikki, there's several categories of swords. What sword?
What sword?
I mean, like, I'm gonna sell this to the stream. In Assassin's Creed, you can have a completely different opinion. I actually want to get into heavies with the Assassin's Creed Unity, but I still have yet to actually, like, go in and actually make an attempt to get it. Because that's, like, something I would do during the nighttime. But guess who turns off the well, I could do it during the nighttime still. I don't know what I'm talking about.
God.
Anyway. God, my, like, shoulder hurts, but that's because I've been, like... I pretty much just been asleep most of the night last night. Like, I actually, like... That is probably the longest I've slept during a nighttime thing. So I think Nikki would be happy to hear how that... Nikki, I actually got some sleep at night.
Yeah.
Can we call after my stream? That depends, because after my stream, I'm probably going to end up hopping off and watching something. And then I gotta work on drawing a little bit because I gotta get
I'll be back.
Alright. I gotta get Nikki's characters done. I gotta get a couple of scenery ideas for my character. I gotta try and do a couple other things. If you guys also want to see more of me just drawing stuff, I can do that. I used to do it a long time ago. Dragon City. No. I literally said I was gonna go draw. I don't want a Dragon City. If I want a Dragon City, I'll text you. I got stuff I actually have to do, though. And I'll probably need to text my brother. Technically, I gotta send him an email. Yeah, good point. But essentially, I don't know if I said this on stream. My brother Alex, which is also known as, nowadays... Dragon Eye Gamer on channel, I think on channel, if not something else. He actually listed himself as my brother. We both consider each other to be brotherly. I'm probably gonna email him and be like, do you need a picture for your, I said Dragon City before you said you were busy. I said, no, you didn't. In technicality, I said I was gonna be busy way before you even asked about calling and everything. I said I had to do this, which is technically, I'm gonna consider it a commission, even though it really isn't. It's just me doing a drawing for my own personal stuff. But if you guys do want me to do commissions, like, for now, unpaid, like, I'm willing to do it. Then you wasn't here then. What do you mean I wasn't there then? Where else would I have been? Oh, then I wasn't here. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, no, I said I was gonna be busy. No, I said I was gonna be. I literally said at the beginning, earlier. I said it yesterday. I'm gonna be busy for these next couple days. So it's like I hop on Dragon City for like a couple minutes, and then I actually have to stop, and then I gotta do stuff. But I'm gonna tease you guys right now. Let's just say these characters are not all 100% real, but they can be based off of real events. So keep this in mind, because this will also give you dates or rough dates. You got the metal dragon? Took you long enough. I got a gold dragon now. Go on my island. Go on my island right now. I'll tell you right now, I got a bunch of new stuff. But, I have a bunch of new stuff that I have to do, but I will tell you right now that with each character, there's a little bit difference in storyline. They're all different languages, but I'm using languages that I think would be like... If you were to look at it nowadays, it looks like it'd be a dead language. But for me, it's not. It's not. Like if you know how to write it, it's still not dead. There are enough people in the world who I'm sure would love to learn how to do runics and stuff. I'm one of those people. I'm on a Dragon Seed right now. I'll be right back. All right. But essentially, I still have a bunch of stuff I really do want to do. But if you guys do want like actual commissions from me, like where you guys suggest something, get a hold of me on like Twitter or even like I'm trying to think. Just get a hold of me on certain things. I know some people have my Insta. I used to advertise that one a lot. I haven't really used my Insta much, so that would give me a reason to actually go on Instagram. If you guys want to see like just in general my drawings, I could do small videos where I show off drawings that I've done. And if you guys want drawing tips and stuff like that, I could do that. So that would kind of be one of the parts where if I were to if I were to do that more, it would help me at ease myself, because I even told my mom this. I've not been myself, because the last time I was myself was like before like all the corona hit, even though Modelo's better. I'm saying this as a joke because that's literally been an inside joke for the past few weeks. We've been jokingly saying that corona isn't good, Modelo's awesome. We don't drink, so this is one of those jokes where I'm not actually a drinker. I never have, I never will. Well, I might, but it's gonna be like how my parents are. An occasional drink is okay, but if I do drink, I'm gonna go out enough. So I think that's like probably what I'm gonna do when I'm more of age to do so. Drink on occasion, but when I do, have fun with it.
But Nikki, on the other hand, though.
Alcoholic.
Not excessive to the point where I get drunk, but like enough that I'm good.
You just want the buzz. That's what I'm saying. Like, do occasional drinking, so that way when you do drink, you could just have enough, and then that'll be like the time you drink for maybe that month or something.
Nah, I'm gonna do it like every once a week.
Don't do it every once a week. How about this? If you're gonna do that, at least make it 2 weeks, and I'll join you in it.
What, every 2 weeks?
Like every maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on what's going on.
Every 2 weeks or every 2 weeks? Wait, every 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on what the situation is. So like, if one of us has to work 1 week and the other doesn't.
Every 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, okay, but special occasions don't count.
Yeah, special occasions don't count. Special occasions don't count. We can go all out for that.
I think we come to an agreement now.
Same. Gentleman's agreement there?
Gentleman's agreement.
Gentleman's agreement. Gentleman's agreement all around.
Ooh, auto wine gladly. This is where it starts. Is that a ferret? No.
I want to get a ferret in real life, but everyone's like, don't get ferrets, they're gross. Did you just get that? That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's a bird. Let's just stretched out and hanged over something. That's what
Okay, why does that remind me of Buddyman Bridge? You said a rabbit, right?
Yes, I did.
Can you hear Buddyman Bridge if it was in like the Middle Ages?
Yeah. I'm stealing all these boys' potion, you know.
Well, also, if you guys want to continue having Nikki and I talk about like paranormal stuff, let us know what kind of topics are interested, or if you just want to learn more about a specific reason.
What in the world? How in the world did can I put you away? How did I put you away, sword?
Look at what I said. I now have the pterodactyl from quests. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I read it. I was just focusing on everything else. I'm doing things. You can't expect me to look at you 24/7. Yes, you're adorable. Shut up. We're talking about Dragon City. Alcatraz paranormal stuff is awesome. You mean like the idea that some of the cellmates are still stuck in Alcatraz? 'Cause that's the theory. That is an entirely good theory, but that isn't really like 100% like, I mean like actual paranormal, like talking about like the real legend of Annabelle. That's something I would be cool in.
Slenderman, which we have done.
Which we've done in excessive, so don't suggest that one unless you really want us to talk about Slenderman like we did, including theories.
One day I think eventually we should come back to it.
I think we should one day. Not now, because we did that so much. Like, I'm sure if someone looked at the video, that's just all the video is.
Alright, we did the first, we did 2 videos. The first one was just like a basis about it, and then we stopped on
Then we started ranting on theories.
And then on the second stream, we did like a whole hour or 2, hour and a half, like just.
And this is when we were, mind you, this is when we were playing World War II way more. So if anyone wants to say we don't know what we're talking about.
Put away in swords.
Okay, here's what MLG Dog says about Annabelle. Oh hell no! I hate Annabelle. I love Slenderman. His daughter is Slendifina, and she got lost in the woods. Technically, she's not lost in the woods. She was lost in the story, but in the actual time, she roams with her father in the woods because that's what that is. Because it is what it is, yo.
What? You got lightning? Well, I got swords.
Slenderina. Yeah, he said Fina. F-I-N. That's why I was like, okay, that didn't sound correct first off. Secondly.
Ooh, a hood? I'll take that gladly.
A hood? What kind of hood?
Like a mage hood.
A mage hood? Oh, those are fun. Everyone says it mage. The G is technically like, it's like silent, so it's mage.
The Book of the Dragonborn, yes. Ooh,
The Dragonborn.
We can read it. Oh, we can read it. Right.
Yo, you can actually read it.
Yeah.
It just says,
like,
you open it.
Button, and it pops up in front of you. The Book of the Dragonborn by Droyer Emelon Madrin.
Okay, don't try to pronounce names ever again.
Yeah. No, I got.
Drina Slenderina.
Wait. Oh, Madrid. I keep thinking Madrid.
That's what I said, Slenderina.
Oh, that's actually pretty dope. Alright.
I like how you think I don't know this. We're the two of us would probably know that more than anyone, unless it was the person who wrote it. 360 of the Stop reading the book! No one cares!
Books are nice. Alright.
Well then, tell your viewers to pause the story if they actually want to read it, but we have other things to do. That's what I said, Drina! Slenderina! Dorina! I'm still saying it correctly! Oh my F!
That's not to do anything special.
Just skim it.
Ooh, Iron Greatsword. Yes.
Dorina.
Books.
I'm not saying it with the I. Dorina could be EE or I. So technically I'm correct still. You freaking normie. Who threw a ball at me? I don't want your balls, man. I hate myself. I hate myself just for that.
What are you guys talking about at this point?
Slenderman's daughter and how to pronounce her name. It's Slenderina. He's saying I'm saying it with the I. I have Daedric.
Yeah,
I have the Daedric year in Skyrim, and I'm full Daedric, and I'm a mage. Okay,
Nice.
That's fabulous. I'm not playing Skyrim.
Ah, yeah.
The last time I think I played Skyrim was the Elder Scrolls Online.
Ooh, there's some maces and stuff, but nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stick to my greatsword, boy.
Dude, get the Elder Scrolls Online for their next game, please. Because you could actually get some really cool swords. Like,
ooh, wait, how do I lockpick? Alright, use square or triangle to rotate the lockpick, then press this button.
that button. I love online. I have online. I think I deleted it recently. I can't actually. God, it's so much like. It's a pain in the neck to do lockpicking in general. Like, even in real life, it's easy, but at the same time.
Got it first try, I didn't break it.
Nice. Also, if you guys are wondering how I know that, don't ask questions. I'm just kidding. No, I actually have. I tried doing a little bit of lockpicking, It's weird to get at first. Like at first you have to like get used to different pins. But in real time it takes a little bit more cuz it's like there are certain pins that can screw your tools. So when people say just use the little like tool, like the little hairpins, that's not factual. That would break. It's a tool.
Oh no! You can actually use one of those.
No, you can't. It's too. No, it can broke unless it's strengthened. It's gonna break.
No, I use one of the. I don't know. It's like I know. I tried using it once.
You can't use a hairpin. It's too thin.
It's not the plastics. It's not the, no, but I've tried it once.
Even metal ones are too thin. They'd bend and break.
I tried it and somehow it works. I don't know.
It might have been a stronger hairpin, but you have to. It's super complicated. It's not like if people think it works like that, it's not 100% guaranteed to work. It can, but it has to be a very strong hairpin, and it can't bend too much because you have to bend it into one position, and then on top of that you have to find certain pins. But certain pins can screw you. There are a couple pins that I've done. You can't use tweezers. Tweezers are too flat, and also how are you going to stick the entire tool to get all the way back through a lock?
Yeah, tweezers are dumb, but I don't know.
Tweezers don't work. Tweezers definitely don't work. Like, the tools are about as flat as a tweezer, but they're not, no. If you've used a tweezer, no, it's true. My dad has a full set of those tools, and I've used his tools to pick locks. He actually gave me, like, a broken door piece that he has, which I actually have in my hands right now. He actually had to put pins in it at least 4 times in 1 week. I did pick locking so fast, it was done in like a week. I used a hammer. Just beat the S at the door.
I mean, that is one way.
I mean, that is a way, but if you want to do it stealthily and without getting caught because they'll know.
Like, should we just be sledging just go away?
Here's the thing. I feel like it would take more, like, in real time, a door is too thin. Yes, you could hit a sledgehammer with a door and it would go through. Would it be like how Sludge depicts it? No. Because those doors aren't like those. There's literally a bunch of wooden pallets with nails and a little bit of string. Hitting that would be okay. Yeah, you'd go through it like butter. Real time, you're gonna look like the guy from The Shining. Please tell me someone got that joke.
What you say about that?
You're gonna look like the guy from The Shining trying to use a sledgehammer through a real door, not a little pallet with a bunch of wood and string.
Yeah.
You're gonna just like busting through the door. Is that person screaming in the background?
Alright, question, should I put the compass up top on my VR headset or should I put it below?
I always found up top helps better, but that's just me.
I don't know, I'll try below first.
Yeah, I was gonna say try both. Cause it's like in Siege.
VR, compass position below. Main hand right, yes.
Yes!
Show hands while sheathed, yes.
James ASS hurts. Bruh, that's how I feel on a daily basis.
I want to be somewhat tall. Movement speed, that's fine. Crosshair, that's fine. Realistic swimming, yes.
Realistic swimming? So you have to flail your arms?
Yeah, full experience.
You gotta be immersed, bro.
Gotta be immersed.
I mean, it does. My butt does hurt.
Sheath weapons.
You put it in the sheath, bro.
But how?
Yep, you stick the sword into the little hole.
Oh, I figured out how to do it. It's on my left controller. It's circle on my left controller.
Also, Nikki, on World War II, the trench knife has a contract. That's what she said.
Don't I have the trench knife?
That's what she said. I don't know.
What's the contract?
Contract. You into like how to get it?
Yeah.
It's
no, like, what's the contract for? Like
a trench knife.
What are the requirements?
3,000 army credits. It's the black market contracts. It's 3,000. You have 20 minutes, and it's get one objective. Carrier kill with a melee attack. So just use a knife.
but I mean, it's always the trench knife is always available to me. so it's fine.
Well, I know that. I was just saying, like...
It's there.
Oh, you know why I've been busy, Missy? Because F you, Jerry.
Wait,
It's a
what?
woman, and I'm saying F you, Jerry. The chick at the black market was like, you've been busy. Of course I have. F you, Jerry.
I've been busy, how?
Do you really want to know that question?
Yeah, kind of.
Don't say that. What, F you, Johnny?
There is a pool of blood. That's not good.
That sounds normal to me. I don't know about you, but that sounds normal.
I also have a longbow now, so that's not.
Dude, longbows. I in real time want a longbow.
Well, VR experience.
VR isn't the real thing. I want to own a real one.
What's the closest to people that can get one?
No? If you can afford a VR, you can afford one of those.
No, cause some people just don't like the idea of having a bow now. That's why.
I want a bow today. I want guns, but I want a bow more than I want a bows into guns.
And also, some parents don't want kids have bow and arrows.
Is a gun any better?
I thought that when did that come up?
Because they're essentially the same concept. Just one's more primitive.
If you're not gonna give your kid a bow, you're not gonna give them a gun.
But some parents think a gun is safer because there's a safety.
I know.
You know what's funny?
I don't agree with those parents.
I don't agree with anybody who says a gun is dangerous. Jake is gay for Nikki. JK. Here's the thing. We're gay because we are actually happy.
Those are frostbite spiders. You go away. I don't like you.
So here's the thing. There are going to be some people who say a gun isn't as safe as a bow. The bow is safer because at least the bullet isn't directly in the chamber.
Hey, Jake, this is where your arachnophobia would come in right now.
They're giant spiders, aren't there?
Yes, the frostbite ones.
Oh god, those ones are freaky.
See, I'm fine with it. The first time I saw it, it gave me shit because I was just like, oh, giant spiders. And then now I'm just fine with it now.
Well, like, for you that's reasonable because you absolutely love spiders. Me, I have arachnophobia, so I hate it.
I've watched so many tarantula videos to the point where I'm just like, I want a tarantula.
I mean, I agree with you. I want a tarantula too.
Also,
do I want it that bad?
Question, and I think I already know what the answer is. Can I get one tarantula and the 2 tiny spiders? Can I do that?
I told you you can get a decent sized tarantula and those 2 tiny spiders because those actually were cute. I already told you this. Actually, spiders aren't mean. Spiders really aren't mean. There are some really cool spiders. But
well, it depends. What do you think? What's your definition of a mean spider?
Bite your butt. Bite your peen.
Take the bow. So take the bow that I got, and okay. So
anyway,
hold right triangle.
But when people say that like bows are more dangerous, they are if you're a dunce. Which is like, there's no nice way to put that. If you're a dunce, yeah, you're gonna get hurt.
I've used a bow now.
Same. Like, literally, Ellicott School, they had a bunch of compound bows, and they legitimately let us shoot them. So if they're so dangerous, why are we allowed to have them in schools?
Alright. Bring the arrow to the bow on the string, then press right T to knock the arrow. To knock the arrow. Okay. Then draw the bow back and release right T to fire. Just cancel a shot. Bring and release R3 to fire. Draw the
so
bow
literally
back.
just make yourself a real bow.
Basically a bow.
Basically just real-time bow, just with not your fingers. I'm gonna tell this to everybody right now. When I use the bow, you could get abrasions on your arm like crazy. Like, it smacks your arm if you're not doing it properly. So...
Oh yeah, you should see them. You should see where Markiplier and Ethan did archery, basically.
Yeah, they were doing the, they were doing the traditional Chinese, I'm pretty sure. Bye! Okay, bye.
I'm actually, you know how they pointed it up? I actually just did it and it gave me perfect aim.
Yeah, so I guess traditional, I think it's different for everybody. Because, like, for different, like, the bow should be decently sized too. Like, if I got a compound bow, I'm pretty much getting an adult-sized compound bow. I got up a little bit too fast and I made myself dizzy. I was mid-sentence too, so that really messed me up.
How'd
But
you get up so fast?
because I was gonna go get some water,
Okay. I'm actually gonna take a sip of water right now.
I'm gonna take a big sip of stupid juice.
Alright, continue what you're saying now.
So essentially for a bow, it's not always easy, and you're definitely like the first couple times you're gonna be using it, you're smacking your arm so hard you'll have like a bruise or something there for a
And
while.
also, everyone who's trying to use something for new, you're not gonna be fantastic on your first
Yeah,
try.
don't expect to be Hawkeye the first time. It takes time to be like that.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah,
yes, but not all
sometimes
the
you
time.
could be good, but you also have to. It's similar to like certain sniper rifles, but they're increased because no matter your distance, you still have to factor in for how much wind there is.
Alright, I gotta talk to this dude. What do you want to talk about?
So,
Oh, that's Alduin.
so when you say bows are hard to use, they are, but they're not dangerous unless you're a dunce. And if you guys are wondering what dunce means, it's pretty much the nicest way you could possibly say stupid. That's about the best way you could say it. So, if you're a dunce, you'll hurt yourself. Besides the, of course, occasional bruises on your arm from shooting it. That's about the only thing that'll really be damaging yourself by purpose. Because technically you have no control on that, so that's purposely hurting yourself, quote. But besides
Also,
that...
Since the party's so loud, I have to put everything in max. Not just because of you, just because of how the VR is. It's
Yeah.
just that it makes everything incredibly, like, loud.
Yeah. But besides that, ladies and gentlemen, bows really aren't as dangerous. Guns can be dangerous if you're a dunce.
Because this music is such a very lovely.
Why do I need to be silent?
I don't know, it's lovely. Alright, continue.
But like if people are dumb, they're gonna get hurt. What makes things dangerous is if you put it into a dumb person's hand or you're not trained enough. Like for a gun, technically you should never have your finger on the trigger until you're ready to use it. So like there are classes that you could take for this stuff. I took one. I actually had a certificate. I don't know where it is today, but I had a certificate of completing that. And this is when I was getting used to like 22, which is not a very big caliber. Nowadays I can shoot like 762 gauge, 357, 45 ACP. I shot a 9mm. I've shot a bunch of different guns. I even shot a 30-30 lever action, which is like old lever action. Like, what? I think, like they used to give them in the Navy, if I remember correctly, or the Marines, something like that. I forgot what it was. But you used to be able to get like a lever action that was calibered in 30-30, which is a pretty nice caliber. I shot it once, and that was a really good day for me because you could ask Nikki this. Lever actions are my thing. I want to own a real life model 1887. I want to own like a lot of real lever action stuff. I want just in general lever actions. I love lever actions and revolvers. Those are like main things. But if you give a dumb person a gun, yeah, something dumb is gonna happen, and everyone's gonna blame the dumb, like everyone else, because guns aren't safe. Literally, look at Texas. They've been marching with open carry in stores. Nobody really has a problem with it, and there are even some people who say, like, literally all throughout. And I've been watching these videos because it's like, whoever says gun violence is an issue, people who have bad pasts and just are dumb, yeah, they're gonna be violent with guns because they're dunces, but.
Oh wait, I can burn things now. I forgot about this.
But besides that, there's really no real reason to say a gun is dangerous.
Oh.
Like, if you're trained enough to use it in just a shooting range, you could probably enforce it in real life. Don't, but you could. So the choice, like, just don't keep loaded guns, and maybe people won't get hurt. Like, especially kids, like young kids, like even in our house, I know where all the guns are in the house. And I know they're loaded because, if necessary, if someone tries to come and rob the house, I have that knowledge.
Oh, I can do healing, I can do height skin.
It's the complete opposite here, at this house. Like, I know where there is a gun, I don't know where the ammunition is and everything, so if I got robbed now, I'm pretty much using blunt items and hoping for the best.
Riot shield, your riot shield.
My riot. Well, I'd be using my riot shield because that thing's actually like I need to test it one of these days. I'll probably end up testing it probably tomorrow Go get. I'll try and find like my baseball bat, my bat stuff.
Invoke the power of hiss to recover health 10 times faster than 6.
Like, I know maximum it will not withstand a sledgehammer. It does not have enough padding. It doesn't have enough strength to do that. Like, it's an old cracked skateboard. If you guys saw that, I still need to attach the handle as well. But since I haven't put the handle down, I need to go test it. So I'll probably go throw it around a little bit. I'll bring a couple blunt items, something to throw at it, like rocks, just to see how much it would actually be able to take. Which, it should be a decent amount, like, especially up close and personal. I need to make a padding for my arm, though, like my actual arm. I made it for my my forearm, but I need to make it for the other side of that same part. Because I know that impact is going to hurt a lot. Especially if it comes to, like, let me just, full force adult hit you with something. But it'll be effective in other cases. I just need to have enough of, like, padding, so with that impact, it's not going to hurt me. Like, I'm going to show you, because some of the, like, riot shields in this game, they have enough padding for it to be comfortable on all sides. Plus, well, this one technically doesn't have padding, but it has the concept, like, there's a certain space in between which adds this padding, but with that bullet stuff, it's going to do the same thing with melees. I have to retake a force that's being put on me, and it's abruptly stopping. So it's not like, oh, I'm instantly going to recover from this, and it's not going to hurt. It's going to hurt. So I have to figure out a way to patent it. So I still have a bunch of those t-shirts that are, like, way too big for any people in this house. I'm going to end up cutting a bunch of those up, and I'm going to start gluing it, hot gluing it when I get extra glue. Or sewing it all together with some sort of extra fabric. I might ask my mom if she has some of the old stuffing that she had. And I asked her to borrow some so that I can make, like, pretty much a pillow for my arm. Like, I think that's a really good idea, because then after I sew that all together, I just need to make sure, like, one fabric is longer than the other, because then I can make it so it's like an actual pillow, so it patents my arm. So I still have comfort. I have comfort on all sides. I might have to angle my wrist a little bit, though. That's my problem, so I might have to figure out a way to extend it. I might be able to do something with it. I need to find something to do that for, though. I don't want to just put a bunch of popsicle sticks and then put the grip, because that's really unusual, especially for how it is, and it already has enough popsicle sticks on the front. Which, yeah, I did that.
Okay, all of these are really good. I might need your help to decide. So there's different stones. There's the mage, there's the stealth, or thief, or whatever, and then there's the warrior. The thief makes me learn 20 stealth skill is 25% faster. And the mage, I learn magic skills 20% faster. And then for the other one, I learn combat skills 20% faster. And I can only use one of these one at a time.
Alright, well.
And I'm a lizard boy, so.
I think because what does your lizard's thing do again? You can breathe underwater and magic?
I'm good in water, and I can hold, I forgot what he can do. I think he also runs pretty fast. In Elder Scrolls, they swim really fast, and they can, and they have good magic and stuff.
I think it's the same concept here.
Maybe. So I don't think I have to worry about magic too much.
Well,
I think
it might be a good thing to consider, though. Maybe stealth would be a good idea.
So I learned stealth skill, a thief stealth. So I learned stealth skills 20%.
Yeah, because if they're good in water and they already have magic, and you can increase your combat consistently, I know that much. You might as well go for I can work on my stealth. I can have good, combat skills, and I already have really good magic.
All right, I accepted the thief.
All right. So I think what I'm going to do here, guys, because I'm getting a little bit of a headache right now. I don't know why. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to go draw for a little bit, and then I'm actually going to stop streaming for probably the rest of the day. If not, I'll probably end up streaming on, like, Destiny or something stupid. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. And then, when and if I do come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the storyline, and if I do decide to make the video today, I'm probably not going to. It'll be literally like one page of art. I'll probably re-explain the rules and get everything all set up.
Oh yeah, Jake. Last thing.
Huh?
You know how what you're gonna do for the storyline stuff? I could do the same thing. You just have to send me the thing.
You
have
mean
to
the
send me
chronological, like the
The
chronological,
drawing.
or the drawings and you do the writing?
The writing, maybe not. But like, if you just send me like the drawings and stuff with the things on them, I can just post that on my thing as well.
That would work. I'll post them. I'll
So
post both of ours on mine, and then I'll just send you yours and be like, "Here's what I said. Add and take as you will."
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think that would be a wise idea. Just remember, these are not going to be sent to you in chronological, so this isn't the.
I know.
Like, I'm not going to say anything while on stream. I'll tell you in a second. But like I said, it's not going to be in chronological.
Sorry, I'm having too
Everything
much
is
fun.
not going to be in chronological order, so you guys have to put the story in proper chronological order in order to 100% understand it. Time periods are going to be important to remember because these are all characters from different time periods with different types of things that have happened to them in different ways. They're all based at different places. People are eventually going to start thinking this to be an interesting concept. But I don't know if anyone has ever done this, like, in this style before. So if someone knows that...
Not in this style, but they have done, like, character stuff. Like, for example...
Everyone has done at least... Yeah, everyone's done a character. But the way we're doing it, I'm trying to think if it's, like, severely unique, like it's extremely new.
I mean, it's not. It's the concept isn't new, but like I guess how we're doing it for right now in our state is somewhat unique.
Yeah. So normally it's a concept that we didn't think about. It isn't fairly new.
That isn't new.
It isn't new, but it's not used much. I think would be what it is.
Yeah, I think so.
That might be the situation.
The only two people that come to mind that actually use, I guess, the somewhat concept of like characters and stuff is Markiplier and.
No,
Jackson.
not the characters. The way that I'm putting the storyline into
the way
order.
You're putting it, there probably is like people that have thought about it, but don't really
do that. So we're probably one of the first people who have actually thought about it and done it. But we're not the only ones to come up with the concept. Someone let me know.
Idea, though, everyone has to think about it.
If there are any other artists who watch my channel, or even just other famous artists, pass this on to somebody else. Tell them at about a minute 35 on this stream. Like, if you said it to someone more popular, ask them to come to one of the chats or something. Or come to one of the streams and explain if it's been like, if it's like something that they would do, or if it's like a design style that people have used but don't use often, or something like that. So if you're gonna send this to somebody, minute 35. I don't know anything else. Probably I probably started talking about a minute 35. I don't know 100%. Probably about there. But for any of those who are artists or just popular other people that are coming by and happen to come across this, let me know what you think about this and if it's a good idea and if you've used it personally. This is kind of a new concept for me considering I'm hand drawing all this. And most of the stuff, like you can ask Nikki, the character I drew is really good considering I didn't use like extra measuring or anything. I was just hand sketching it all. I usually hand sketch a lot. So you guys will see the picture either today or tomorrow. I'm probably going to be very quiet for the video, and then I'll comment the rules. So just remember, the first video might or might not be in chronological order. It might or might not be giving a hint to who it is, and it might or might not be telling you a secret. So I'm definitely going to have secrets throughout the pictures. I'm not going to say how I'm going to have them secret, but I'm going to do secrets throughout pictures. So make sure to pay attention. It'll help you in the long run. Especially because there'll be hidden things that are going to maybe hint towards maybe a real name of the person who's may or may not be deceased. Who knows? So I'll give little hints, and I might even make it kind of a secret. So this is one of those storylines where I'm not going to tell you anything but how to tell what the storyline is, and I'm going to explain everything is not as it seems. That's the extent of what you'll hear from me based on that stuff. But the rest of it, pretty much I'm going to have different types of runics and languages. So, for example, Draconic, Elven, Elder Fothark. And I'm not going to say what kind, so this is where I'm going to tell you you're going to have to start researching when you're doing this. So I'm going to make you work for the storyline, because I know some people are like interested and can get involved into the story to a point where it throws them into this. So I'm going to make you guys get thrown into it, and I'm going to force you guys to do that. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can wait and see if someone else gets it beforehand. But just understand it's going to be a long storyline because I still have to write in the runic, I have to draw out the pictures, I have to do pretty much a lot of the work. Nikki's just here making stories and extra characters. I'm making a full character. I'm drawing all this by hand, so that's one of those things where it's like, I'm doing a lot of the work, but it's going to be effective for both of us. So make sure to keep an eye on Nikki's channel and my channel, because we'll both have this being posted every, let's say, couple weeks or so. So depending on how long it takes for me to draw 2 characters and get a little bit of story with it, then you'll slowly begin to realize what's going on. But hopefully you guys will get the hang of it eventually. But other than that, I'm not really going to say anything else. I'm going to end the stream. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna have Nikki. I'm gonna tell Nikki whatever it was because I forgot what I was gonna say, and so on and so forth. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, probably tomorrow. Bye bye.